Abstinence is easier than moderation. And for those of you with a BTEC, what that pretty much means is it's sometimes easier to just give something up entirely than it is to have a little bit of it every now and then. Now, because of that, people say don't buy stuff that you know you probably shouldn't have, or I don't know, don't get things that you can't really control yourself over. But then on the other hand, people say you should be buying stuff like this because we don't want to demonize foods. You need to learn moderation. We don't want to build any bad habits or relationships with your food, which is also a valid point because I bet you felt guilty before after eating certain foods, and we don't want that. I've even heard counter arguments to this where people have said, if your mate was an alcoholic, you wouldn't be encouraging them to buy some beers and have one every weekend. But that's a pretty big jump going from chocolate to being an alcoholic. People can feel pretty strongly either way on this, but putting these aside, my take is this. If you're trying to lose some fat and you know you've got this in your cupboard and all that's going to end up happening at some point that week is you're going to eat the whole thing, it's probably not the worst idea to not buy these kind of things during your fat loss phase. But it obviously depends what kind of person you are. Maybe once you make a bit of progress towards your goal, what you could start by doing is maybe instead of getting the whole pack of 4 bars, just get a single bar. The beauty of having a single bar in your cupboard is that if you go and eat it, you eat 1 bar instead of 4. But I think the takeaway you really need to remember is this. If you're the kind of person who can moderate their food, that's going to be a better option. It's going to allow you to build a better relationship with your food and avoid that feeling of guilt. But similarly, that's a really hard word to say. But similarly, losing fat can be a pretty hard thing to do. So if not buying certain foods for a certain period of time makes it easier for you to reach your goal, it's probably a good idea to go for that. Anyway, if you found this useful and you like a dairy milk caramel, you should probably give me a follow.